if you solve these questions, you can definitely solve the questions that come in exam. So let us solve. Before going to solve, if you are new to my channel, please subscribe my channel for upcoming videos like this. So these videos are helpful for you to crack the KSET or NET exam. So let us go for the question first. That is, the equation of the plane that is tangent to the surface xyz is equal to 8 at point 124 is. So before going to solve any of the problem, you must know the formulas related to that topic. Vector, scalars and vectors, the formulas related to them you should know. Then only you can solve the problem. So that's why you need to read the theory behind that. Any of the problems that has been given, you can easily solve. So here they have asked the equation of the plane that is tangent to the surface xyz is equal to 8. They have given the points 1, 2, 3. Once you substitute at that given surface, taking the gradient of that, you are going to have the tangent. So here are the 4 options. Before that we need to solve here. They have given the surface, just you should note down that as phi. That is, you should take the gradient of phi that is normal to the surface at the point 1, 2, 4. So here gradient phi is perpendicular to the plane, to the vector. Let us take t as xyz and p they have given lying in the tangent plane of the given surface. Then what you have to do here? So this gradient phi at the point 1, 2, 4 and the perpendicular vector, you should take the dot product. That must be what? Equal to 0, because the plane is tangent to the surface. If you take the dot product, that is going to be 0. Once you take the derivative of phi with respect to xyz, you are going to, and you should substitute the values 1 to 4 xyz wherever there. Then you are going to have 4x 2y plus z is equal to, if you substitute 1 to 4, the answer is going to be 12. So this is the equation of the plane. So next question, a vector perpendicular to any vector that lies on the plane defined by x plus y plus z is equal to 5. This question has been asked in the CSIR net. So the options they have given here. What we have to do here, a vector perpendicular to any vector that lies on the plane that is defined by the plane. So we should take the gradient of phi. So that is in terms of I plus j plus k cap you are going to get. That is what the answer here, option C. If they have given the plane, if they are asking the vector perpendicular to any vector that lies on the plane, then you should take gradient phi. So the next one, so next question, the unit normal vector at point a b c divided by root 3 on the surface of the ellipsoid is. So normal to the surface at the point you are given here, and you should take the gradient of phi. Phi is what? This ellipsoid. This one, gradient of phi, like in the previous questions as you have taken gradient of phi. If you take and substitute this point after taking the divergence or the gradient, then next what you have to do, unit normal to the surface. They are given here unit normal to the surface. Once you take gradient phi after substitution, take n cap, that is equal to gradient phi by mod of gradient phi. So here you are going to have the answer, that is option A. This question has been asked many times, so please try to solve this. Next one, a unit vector n cap on the xy plane is at an angle 120 degree with respect to I cap. The angle between the vector u and v you should find out. U is what? A I cap plus B n cap, and v is what? A n cap plus B I cap. And one condition is here, will be the angle is 60 degree between these vectors. So let us solve this. The unit vector normal to a vector makes an angle 120 degree with x axis. Then it makes an angle 30 degree with y axis definitely. Then let us take this n cap as cos in terms of complex. In terms of cos 120 degree I cap plus cos 30 degree j cap. This will be cos 120 degree minus 1 divided by 2 and cos 30 root 3 by 2. So u and v can be written as in terms of these vectors. So u and v they have given here. Substitute them. You can write the vectors. Then the angle between them is how much? 60 degree. So here dot product of u and v, that is what? U v cos 60 degree. Do this simplification, then and cos 60 degree is what? 1 by 2. If you simplify, you are going to have this equation. Then equate, you are going to get the values of a and b. A is equal to b by 2, b is equal to a by 2. So next question, if a vector a is equal to the given here equation, then the integral of a dot dl, line integral, where c is along the perimeter of rectangle bounded by x equal to 0, x equal to a, then y equal to 0, y equal to b is. So let us take this given vector. If we take the line integral, nothing but surface integral to line integral, we can make the conversion. Then if we take the del cross a, that is 0, field is conservative. Since line integral of the conservative field along closed path is what? 0. Obvious, then option D is correct here. So the next question, if the given vector and C is the circle of the unit radius in the plane defined by z equal to 1 with the z axis, then the value of integral is. So in this question, again the answer the stated above as the line integral of conservative field along closed path is what? 0. That's why the option D is correct. So next question, let R denotes the position vector of any point in three-dimensional space. R is equal to mod of R. Then del dot R and del cross R is what? This question has been asked many times. So del dot R, if you take, that is what? The derivative with x, y, z, that is going to be 3. Because if you differentiate with respect to x, y, dou y by dou z, dou y, dou z by dou z, that means that is equal to 3. Del cross r, cross product of position vector is always 0. That's why del cross r is 3. Here del dot r is 3 and del cross r is equal to what? 0. So next one, if S is the closed surface enclosing volume V unit vector n to the surface R and R is the positive vector, then value of the following integral. So if we take the surface integral vector r dot n cap ds, so the volume integral is equal to because it is 3-dimensional 3v. So next one, if a vector A is given by this formula, then del square of A, so del square A if we take, that is obviously 0. So option C is correct. So these questions if you solve, if you practice these questions, definitely any of the questions I will ask on vector analysis, definitely you are going to solve. So which of the following vector is orthogonal to the vector where A and B are where A is not equal to B and I, J are unit orthogonal vectors. Orthogonal means what? Their dot product is going to be 0. If you take the dot product, then option A must be correct. They have given this vector and if you take among 4 option dot product, that should be 0. Option A is correct. So next one, a vector given by this formula is solenoidal if the constant A has a value. So solenoidal means divergence of A must be 0. So divergence of A if you take, then this would be 5 plus 3 minus A. Then A is equal to 8. Option C. If two vectors P is equal to I cap, Q is equal to I cap plus J cap, so how actually they are related? P I cap if you write in terms of cos, that is cos 0, I cap cos 90 is what? J cap. So cos I plus J cap by root 2 45 degree. So I and J if they are perpendicular to each other, then option C is correct, related by inversion. Curl of A is given by, so curl of A is option A. If you take the determinant of A, that is curl, option A is correct. So consider the vector V is equal to R divided by R cube. The surface integral of this vector over the surface of the cube of size centered at the origin. So if you take the surface integral, you can convert into volume integral del dot V. V is equal to R divided by R cube. If you do the integration, then you are going to have the value that is 4 pi. For this function phi is equal to the given equation, the value of gradient, that is mod of del phi at x y is equal to 1 is. So here if you take the gradient of psi, that is 3 I cap plus j cap, if you substitute the value 1 1, this is going to be that is root 13. The unit normal to the curve x cube y square plus xy is equal to 17.2, 0 is. First, any of the plane or curve they are given, you should take it as phi and take the gradient of that, and unit normal if they will ask, take the gradient phi to the mod of grade phi. So phi they have given, take the gradient phi. The equation is given in the numerator, then mod phi if and substitute the given point 2, 0. Option answer is J. If vector field f is equal to the given equation, then curl of f, obviously some rules if you know you can easily solve here. So the curl of f is 0. The value of r dot ds r cube, where vector r is the position vector and s is the closed surface enclosing the origin. So they have given here the integral of r divided by r cube. You should convert into volume integral. Del dot r by r cube is what? As I said, that is equal to 4 pi. Delta cube, if you take integral of that, that is equal to 1. So 4 pi. So next one, if r is equal to x I cap y j cap up, then del dot r and del of mod r you should find. Del dot r is equal to 2 and del of mod r, that is r vector r by mod r. So option C is correct. The curl of the vector field is 2x cap. Identify appropriate vector field f for the given choices. So f is among the given option you have to verify. So if you take the option C, option B here, take the gradient of that, then you must get the 2x cap or 2I cap. So option B is correct here if you take the gradient. The value of the counter, sometime from given options you can find out the answer. The value of counter integral r cross d theta for a circle C of radius r with the center at the origin is. So you should take the curl of r, integral of that, that is r cross d theta cross product. You can write in terms of sine, that is angle is how much? 90 degree. If you substitute sine 90 is equal to 1. So r integral with respect to d theta, taking the limit 0 to 2 pi, because it is at the distance r from the origin from the circle. So 2 pi r. Consider the set of vectors in three-dimensional real vector space. Which of the following statement is true? So first you need to take the determinant of this 1 minus 1. So if you do simplification, answer is going to be 4, that is not equal to 0. Then if you read the options, S is the basis of r cube. If a force F is derivable from a potential function where r is the distance from the coordinate system, it follows that obviously that del cross F is 0. The unit vector normal to the surface x square plus y square minus z equal to 1 at the point. So first you need to take the del phi of this plane surface, then substitute this point. Unit normal they have asked, so unit vector n cap is equal to del phi by mod of del phi. So option D is correct here. So identify the correct statement for the following vector. So if you take the determinant of the given vectors 3, 1, 2, 2, that is equal to 4, not equal to 0. So if this determinant is not equal to 0, then A and B are what? Linearly independent. If equal to 0, they are linearly dependent. So linearly independent, so option A is correct. For a scalar function phi satisfying the Laplace equation del phi has, so del cross del phi is equal to what? 0. Del square phi is equal to what? 0. Del dot del phi is what? 0. Option C is correct. 0 curl and 0 divergence. If A and B are constant vectors, then gradient of this A dot triple product, scalar triple product is. So if we take the gradient, then the option here A option, if you take this scalar triple product, you are going to get the A cross B. Then option B is correct. Four forces are given below in the Cartesian and spherical polar coordinates. So where K is constant, we need to identify correct option here. So you have to verify all the 4 options here: del cross F1, del cross F2, del cross F3 and del cross F4. Del cross F1 if you take, that is spherical polar coordinate, that is 0. Del cross F2 if you take, that is going to be 3k x square k cap, because F2 is what? K x cube y minus y cube z cap. F3, first you should note down all these 4 formula. Take the curl of all 4 equation. So del cross F is 0. Del cross F4 is that is you are going to have minus k divided by minus k divided by r cube sine theta. So into theta cap. If you verify these 4 options, so option D 1 and 2 are non-conservative, but 2 and 4 are conservative. 1 and 3, because these are equal to 0. 1 and 3 are conservative and 2 and 4 are not. So option D is correct here. And last one, the direction of del F for scalar field, they have given here the equation 1 divided by 2 x square minus xy plus 1 divided by 2 z square at the point is. So if we take the del of F given function with respect to x, y, z, so del phi is what? You are going to have this equation. Substitute 1, 2, 3 in this equation. Then we will have minus j cap plus 2k cap. So direction, if you want to have root of these values, minus 1 plus 2 square 5. So this is the correct answer. So this is how you can solve the problems related to scalars and vectors. So you should know all the formulas related to scalar dot product, vector product and cross product, gradient, divergence and curl. Many of the questions they will ask from them, linear dependency, independency. So these questions if you solve, very helpful to face any of the problem from this topic. So practice all these questions that I have solved here.